but you cannot be a professional and a partner. You cannot give reports and ask for reports. You know what I mean? So you have to know your chair.
Yeah. This is very rare, especially
That's very rare. It's
family.
not a secret that they keep to themselves. It's very much announced out there because it's a public company. I am not involved in the day-to-day. I would do PR like I'm doing now for Alarco, but I'm not in the day-to-day. The professionals decide. We have a board. They come and we consult them. We give them our opinions. We really tell them our experiences. And we, of course, confirm what they decide. But we do not get involved in the day-to-day. So to believe in the professionals is very important, and that's why our professionals feel very free and very they are driven with their end results. They really are very motivated, very motivated by the attitude we have towards them and by the freedom they have been given. Today we are partners with Carrier, 50-50 partners with Carrier. They started as a very engineering company, then they went into contracting. And then we started more in construction, in construction meaning that we went into real estate. We really pioneered and we started many lifestyle kind of apartments. You know, you would not see the Bosphorus maybe, but it would still be considered very high-scale apartment because of the quality of life that we would offer, especially with the quality of construction that we would make and the things that we would add to that, to those construction sites, which are like cinemas, sports centers, you know, an good restaurant or a cafe, whatever. So it would be a lifestyle. And I was working at the PR and marketing of those projects. So construction, and then we are in tourism. We have a very successful, very popular hotel in the south, which is Hillside Fethiye. I mean, how to rate the success of it, I can tell you that there are clients that are coming for the maybe 18th summer. I mean, you see the personnel working there sees those kids growing up. They would come there every year. We also have a very popular, or that the man on the street knows, it's importation of seafood products. We are 50-50 partners with a very well-known Lerøy, a Norwegian company, and I'm not going to be modest about it, but we really introduced salmon to Turkey, and I did a lot of PR for that project. So that's
why PR?
Why PR? Because if the shop is full, you need the shop window to match it. Looking good by being good. If you're not good, you cannot look good. You know, you have to be good first, and then you can look good. But that's a balance. Sometimes if you can be very good, but you don't do enough PR, it's a pity, it's a waste. The balance is very important. Or you look much better than what you do, then it's a big disappointment. And the second time, the customer doesn't come anymore. So that balance is very, very important. And when I had my own agency, which was 3 or 4 years, because then I didn't want to make the company bigger. I wanted to take a sabbatical, and then I had my kids. I took a little break, so I had my own public relations consultancy company. I work with international companies like Aerospatiale, Alcatel. I was consulting them. I went to the French Guiana for 4 times for the launching of the Turkish satellite dish, you know, for the Turkish satellite. That was an experience. And why PR? I think I'm passionate about it. I'm good at it. And I like to see things grow, good things to be known, and known in a good way. That's why I like it. And I work with good clients that deserve to be known.
To be a woman in the business world, is it difficult, do you find?
Well, I'm in the business for the last 25 years, maybe. Of course, as a woman myself, maybe I didn't encounter many obstacles. But I can tell you that to be one of the very few puts too much weight on your shoulders. And today, I'm very happy there are more and more and more women in the upper management. because 25 years ago we were talking more about the glass ceiling, we were talking more about the women who cannot reach the top. Today you have many women maybe at the very mid-level management, but we should be talking about women in top. And you know, that's increasing, and especially women entrepreneurs. I'm very much encouraging women to go in their own business, to be their own boss, to have their own time schedule, and because it's an easier life. Of course, it's more risky, but they are such capable creatures. They can do it all.
Yeah.
I mean, we see women having a good career and having even running the show in the family, taking care of the kids. You know, in Turkey, it's very much on the women's shoulder, the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's very unfair, but it's still the same situation. So women are trying to be successful in all domains. They all try to be super women, which is very difficult, but I know many of my friends are.
If you were to make a list of what is important to you in life, what would that list look like?
Definitely my 2 sons come first. Definitely. I mean, it's funny, I experienced something funny the other day. We were in the plane coming from South Africa, and you know, we had to land back. We had to go back to Johannesburg because of a technical problem, and I didn't feel any fear because they were with me.
Right.
So it's like, I think that proves that they are really the most important part of my life, and I see it as a big accomplishment. I hope they'll be also self-loving human beings. I'm doing my best, at least I try. Of course, then comes my family, my mother, my father, and my brother. They have been always very supportive. We're a very close family, yet very democratic. We don't get involved in each other's business at all.
Yeah.
So I find that my own family pretty rare, very, very different.
Yeah.
My friends have a very big space in my heart, in my life. I have a good, you know, even though they are maybe in other continents, I have very good friends. And I'm a very loyal person. I don't disappoint them, and I'm always for them, with them. And so that's how the list goes down.
You are also
and of
very
course my career.
Yeah, your career.
Of course my career and the NGO.
Yeah.
And all the you know, all the activist groups I'm in.
You are very active in civil services. Can you tell us a little bit about those?
Yes, I always have been very active because I think that it's a big fulfillment to make a difference. Especially, I was always involved in women in business organizations. As a matter of fact, I'm a founding member of the KAGİDER, which is Women Entrepreneurs Association. Lately, I'm in Make-A-Wish in the board. Whatever I can do, I've tried to do. And in some advisory councils for contemporary art fairs and contemporary art events. So I'm different fields, but they all require public relations, of course, national and international. So I try to put my input as much as I can.
And try to make a difference.
That's
Definitely.
correct.
Definitely. And how about what's next in your life? Is there anything you wish that you could do that you haven't yet gotten a chance to do?
Well, I continue to be a role model for Turkish young women. And I think that will go maybe on a larger scale, in a bigger way. Maybe, you know, writing a book about it, or maybe taking other positions more on an international scale. I don't think that I would go into politics. I don't have such a wish.
I heard the Prime Minister urge you to go into politics.
Well, when I called him that his wife is a very strong woman and that makes him automatically a feminist, you know, no, I always get indirect, you know, propositions, but I'm really not interested because as an NGO you can do so much more. And I'm too direct, too assertive to be a politician, I think. I enjoy my position as it is.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us.
Thank you.
That was Leyla Alaton. I am Beril El Hadef. See you next time on Women of Turkey.